you're all here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm Matt Street, and welcome. And I don't know, I'm just hanging out today, listening to some music. And what am I listening to today? Well, it's one of my favorite groups of all time, and I want to share it with you. I know I've done dedicated videos about this band before in the past, but I've got a lot of new subscribers over the last 6 months or so, which I really appreciate. And I want to share them with everybody. I want everybody to be aware of them. And that band is called the Gripweeds, folks. The Gripweeds. And I'm going to show you all the stuff I have of the Gripweeds as far as their music. Now, the Gripweeds have been around a good 25, 30 years. Their first album, really official release, came out in 1994. I'm going to show that one in a minute. I just want to go through their catalog with you folks and just share my love for this band. As you know, I've talked about them, brothers Rick and Kurt Ryle. Kurt's wife, Kristen Pennell Ryle, is in the band. Dave DeSantis is on bass. Go back to my past Gripweeds videos. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll put a link to my last one here so you can check out a little bit of the history of the band and whatnot. And the cool thing about the Gripweeds, if you're a Beatles fan, is that they got their name from the character John Lennon played in the 1967 movie How I Won the War. As you remember, John played a character called Musketeer Gripweed. So very cool, the Gripweeds took their name from the last name of that character played by John, which I think is very awesome. So anyway, folks, back in 1994, they came out with their first album called House of Vibes. Okay, I'm going to show you mainly the CDs today. I have a few pieces of vinyl I'd like to share with you, but House of Vibes came out in 1994. And this is a reissue, however. I don't have the original 94 album, but it was reissued in 2007 with bonus materials, and it's just a great, great release. You get a ton of bonus stuff. I mean, the regular album only goes up to about like 12 tracks, and then you get all this bonus material. This is a great album. It's their first one, so it's a little raw. It's a little more rocking, in my opinion. You know, they were just starting out, just, you know, sowing their oats as far as producing and recording, but it's still great. It's just got that raw rocking sound that I love so much. So House of Vibes, you can get the House of Vibes Revisited. Check it out. And just go to www.gripweeds.com or something. Just plug them in any search engine. You'll find their website where you can get all this great stuff. Then in 1998, they released their second album, which is called The Sound Is In You. Excellent, excellent follow-up to House of Vibes. A great, great album. Again, folks, psych rock, power pop, rock and roll, 60s rock, but it's brought up to today. It's modern, it's new, it's fresh. The first album was a little more raw, a little more rocking. Well, they haven't let go of the rock and roll, but now they're getting more refined. They're really getting their sound the way they want it and becoming very, very, very detailed in what they do with their vocals, with their instrumentation. And you can see it progress with each album, how they develop and grow. It's just amazing. But check out this one. This is probably one of my favorite of their early albums. The Sound Is In You. Of their first 4 albums or so, this is my favorite. However, I love every album by them. I'm not going to stand here and try to even rate them or judge them because in my book, they're all A+. That's just me. I love their albums. But this is my favorite of their early ones. Then they came back in 2001 with Summer of 1,000 Years. Great, great album. Again, folks, you're going to hear me say the same superlatives over and over again. They're just a wonderful, wonderful band. Fabulous stuff. Check out the Gripweeds' Summer of 1,000 Years. Then they came back in 2004 with Giant on the Beach. Now this is around the period where I first started getting into them. I had to go back to get those first 3 albums. It was right around this time in the early 2000s where I discovered the Gripweeds. And I'll tell you quickly how. Kristen Pennell Ryle, who is Kurt's wife now, and she's such a great singer, great musician, great guitarist. She was in a band called the Rooks, R-O-O-K-S. Check them out if you get a chance. A great little band, power pop rock band. And she was in that band for several years. until one day I was following the band and all that and getting their releases and that. And I remember after a period of time, I went and checked out their website or something, and I noticed that they really weren't doing much anymore. Like there wasn't really anything out there with the band as a whole. So I said, oh, what happened to them? I always liked Kristen Pinnell. I just always thought she was so great in that band, great guitarist. So I looked her name up, and when her name popped up, it popped up as being a member of this band called the Gripweeds. I said, who are the Gripweeds? You know, I hadn't been aware of them. And that was right around this time, so I went out, and this is my original copy of Giant on the Beach on CD, and I fell in love with the band right away, and so happy to see that Kristen is in the band. You know, I was a fan of hers from back at her Rooks days, and here she was now in the Gripweeds. So I grabbed this CD. This is the original CD of Giant on the Beach. But now I can tell you that last year in 2019 it's been reissued. So here's the original. But it's been reissued now with a bonus disc. You get all kinds of bonus tracks on here and good stuff. Let me open this up for you. You're getting a beautiful, beautiful new Digipack CD of Giant on the Beach. A little more elaborate now. It folds out. Pictures of the band and stuff. Okay. But then you get a this little insert here, which is telling you that you're getting the Gripweeds Giant on the Beach Deluxe Anniversary Edition bonus CD reimagined. So you're getting all this material extra on this bonus disc. Folks, you have to check this out. This is their most recent release as far as you know, something in their catalog, and you're getting a remixed, reimagined Giant on the Beach, which is an outstanding album in and of itself. But then again, this beautiful disc of bonus material, unreal how much you're getting on here. You're just getting so much stuff extra. So it's definitely worth it, and you can get it over at their website. Okay, and oh, and also with that, when they reissued Giant on the Beach last year, they also put it out on a beautiful vinyl edition. And I'm going to show you that right now because I love it. Woohoo! Beautiful, beautiful vinyl. Special custom labels for it. Kind of a goldish opaque vinyl, I guess you'd call it. I don't know if it's showing up well. Try to hold it there, you get a little bit of the color of it. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so after they did that, I think they caught the attention of little Steven Van Zandt from the Bruce Springsteen E Street Band, because the next thing I know, after Giant on the Beach came out and was released, all of a sudden they were on Steven Van Zandt's Wicked Cool Records label, and he's releasing this Infinite Soul, the Best of the Gripweeds in 2008. Basically what this did is took the best of the first 4 albums and compiled it on this wonderful single disc. All right. And they are played all over Little Steven's Underground Garage on Sirius XM. Check it out. They're on there all the time. This disc was very popular, did very well for them, and I grabbed it right away. So this was the second Gripweeds release that I picked up. Again, came out in 2008. A couple of years later, they came out with a new double album called Strange Change Machine. Okay. There's the back. Thick package, digipack, I guess you'd call it, with a booklet inside. Picture of the band there. As you open it up, there's the 2-disc double album. Great, great album, folks. Again, one of my favorites. I love all their albums, but one of my favorites of theirs. And what's nice about this, folks, is that when Strange Change Machine came out, they also released a double vinyl, which is beautiful. It's not on colored vinyl or anything, but just a great, great package. And again, there's the band on the back. All right. There's Kristen, Rick, and Kurt. That's an earlier bass player, Michael Kelly. He's not with the band anymore, now it's Dave. But there's the 3 core members. Okay, after that, a year after that, they came out with what surprised me, a Christmas album. I was shocked. Under the Influence of Christmas came out in 2011. But you know what, folks? This is a great album. It's like there's a couple of Christmas classics on here, but more so than that, there's some original Christmas music that they wrote themselves, and it's fabulous stuff. This is a fun listen, folks. I'm telling you. Check it out. They do some great covers, but they also have some original music that you're going to love for the holidays. Under the Influence of Christmas. And again, that was in 2011. Now, a year later, they were on a roll during this period, you know, from like 2008 up right through like through now, I should say. They've been on a roll with releases because a year after that, they came out with a concert CD and DVD with it. I have the DVD, but not here right now. It's called Speed of Live, 2012. Takes all their great stuff on a nice live album. Give you a little gander at that. Opens up there. Some stuff you can read. There's the CD. Just a great, great release, folks. Speed of Live, 2012. A year later, they put out an album called Inner Grooves, rare and under-released. It's right there. Great, great album, folks. You know, you might say, oh, it's like leftover stuff, rare stuff, leftover stuff. But no, folks. This is a great standalone album all by itself. It's just fabulous. There's the gang. There's the gang right there. There's the CD in a little slip case. There they are. Folks, great, great album. This, to me, is not just some throwaway, extra stuff. This is a standalone album. I listen to this all the time just based on my love and joy of the music it contains. Just a great, great album. Inner Grooves. They came back with another proper studio album in 2015. Okay? Inner Grooves, did I say that was 2013? 2 years later, they came back with How I Won the War, which is kind of a throwback and a little bit of a paying homage to their name and John Lennon's character in the movie How I Won the War. I don't know, I guess maybe you can kind of consider this based on the subject matter of this album and the intensity of this album. It's a fabulous, fabulous album. Maybe it's kind of like the long lost soundtrack from that movie to How I Won the War by John Lennon. But such great music on here, folks. Great rock and roll. This stuff got heavy, heavy rotation played on Sirius XM, the Underground Garage, and it's just a great, great album. Check it out, folks, from 2015, How I Won the War. Okay, a year later, they came back with another live album, Force of Nature, live via satellite. And there's also a DVD you can get of this, which I have. Great, great. There's the group right there. Great material, great rockin' album. Check it out. And their most recent one, folks, before I let you go today, is Trip Around the Sun. I did a dedicated video to this album when it first came out 2 years ago, back in 2018. But again, like Giant on the Beach, it's a special edition. You can get the regular album, Trip Around the Sun, which is a fabulous addition to their catalog. I love this album so much. It's unbelievable. Great. Greatness. Greatness. Total greatness. And you also get a deluxe edition bonus disc, if you'd like, which has tons of extra material. Fabulous stuff. Trip Around the Sun. And again, I only have 3 pieces of vinyl of this band, but when Trip Around the Sun came out in 2018, I grabbed the special limited edition vinyl. And I told you all about this when it first came out. So those of you into cool vinyl, I hope you grabbed it because I'm about to show you. Get some lyrics on the back. The sun itself. There it is. Woo-hoo. Trip around the sun. I love this. It doesn't do it justice, folks. It's not just plain orange. It's like an orange splatter with like cream color inside. It's like a creamsicle. Yeah, that's it. It looks like a creamsicle. You could almost like chew it and eat it. It's so yummy. And the music is yummy too. Let me tell you, the music is fabulous. But isn't that a nice little collectible there? So, folks, the Gripweeds, check them out. Check them out. All right. I don't want this to go too long, but Matt's Chit Chat, and this time it's about a band I love very much and I want to share with you. So take care. Bless you all. Bye bye.